This is the Transformers Generation Select War for Cybertron Trilogy Galactic Odyssey Collection. I guess EARTHRISE. It has no relation to it. Galactic Odyssey Collection Dominus Criminal Pursuit. And hopefully what's inside of this, because you can't really see anything, is Barricade and a repainted punch counter punch. Okay, I picked up this set at Hobby Corner. Let's see what we have. And again, hoping we got the correct one. And I'm hoping there are no quality issues, that the paint apps are spot on. Just good luck, my amazing luck with Hasbro figures. Okay, at least we know it's Barricade and punch counter punch. And paint apps. So far, so good. And here are Barricade and punch counter punch out of packaging, and these figures turned out great. Actually, much better than I expected. And again, I'd like to apologize for my previous videos for having it too bright on some of you guys' devices when you viewed it. For this video, I have not touched the exposure. I just tapped on that square thingy on my iPhone just to focus on these figures, and they are dark as heck. The view screen that I'm having right now, the image is so dark. If I can just show you for one quick second right now. As you can clearly see, or not clearly see, it's just too dark on my viewfinder that I have to keep adjusting the exposure. If you still have trouble, the best thing you can do is, and I've consulted this with a few others, some of you have commented on my videos. I've asked Prime versus Prime. He's had some issues like this before, and the best way to do this, if you have an iPhone 11 or higher, there should be no problem. If you have an iPhone 6 and lower and you're using the YouTube app, then there's a problem. If you're using the laptop, try watching it on Safari. But I've been watching my videos on Chrome on my really old banged up laptop, and it seems to be fine. So if this doesn't work, if you still find my video bright, I honestly don't know what to do anymore, because right now I'm looking at my screen and it is so dark, really so dark. So anyway, let's get right to it. Let's start with this guy, punch counter punch. He's obviously just a reissue, a redeco of the Prime Wars Trilogy punch counter punch, but done in a different kind of color. It's a lighter blue, and it's not an orangey yellow anymore. It's really just a plain flat banana yellow. And I thought at first I did not like this version, because the original version, the Prime Wars Trilogy version, was so toy accurate. I thought that was the most toy accurate version. It had the red rims on the wheels and the orangey yellow. That's, if you want toy accuracy, that's the one you get. However, this figure, I do believe there was a version of punch counter punch that was done in a lighter shade of blue and yellow. And his shade of blue and yellow, I hope it's coming out nicely, seems to be somewhere in between the cartoon accurate and the toy accurate colors. So for some reason, this color is really working for me. He's got his gun. And to transform him into Punch, his Autobot form, he's his double agent, obviously. This is his Decepticon robot mode counter punch. And then Autobot, you just turn him around like this, flip open the head, and that's it. No, I'm kidding. There is a little bit more. You pop this out like this, and this is kind of a annoying transformation, which I honestly feel you don't need to, but in congruence with how Hasbro wanted it, especially in the old toys. What am I doing? There you go. Okay, you have to do this so that to turn him into his Autobot mode punch, and it is a pain to just tab in. So no mold degradation, I suppose. And oh, sorry, my bad. Flip out the fists, because the red fists symbolize Autobot. So yeah, he's actually pretty cool looking. He can hold his gun as well. the double agent, double spy, punch, counter punch. So to transform him into his robot mode, it's still as difficult as the old, oh my goodness, the old toy in the Prime Wars trilogy. Unbelievably difficult toy to transform. So I hope I can still do it. You know, I've not, I don't think I've transformed him. I did transform him once during practice, but that was it. Okay, and then flip this up like this, like this. If you want a more in-depth transformation for this figure, go check out my Prime Wars Trilogy Punch, Counter Punch review. That'll show you a slower transformation, but this one I just want to get through it so I can show you guys the alt mode and how awesome it still looks after all these years, a couple of years. So just tab everything here. Oh, okay. I don't know, I just went into the War for Cybertron trilogy and I'd forgotten how to transform these Prime Wars trilogy figures, and I hope I don't break them because of my ineptitude. Okay, so that's the front part done. Back part, easy. You just do it this way, open it up, fold it up like this. Fold these out like this, fold it up like this, fold out like this. And you can clearly see where this is headed. Okay, transform. And he's not transforming. He's ruining my mojo. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, man. Oh, man, I remember how difficult it was to transform this. Okay, come on. Come on, don't break. Okay. And there you go. He is sort of like a Chevrolet hybrid type of car. Stingray? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they based it off of one particular car. He looks okay. If you fold it properly, he will roll nicely and will clear it by half a millimeter clearance from this part to the ground, but he will roll very nicely. Put the gun right here if you wanted to, although I certainly wish they could have found a way to put it somewhere right here. But anyway, and even in the alt mode, you know, I'm talking about the colors of the blue and the yellows. And honestly, I kind of like this. I did like the dark blue on one hand, but I sold off that figure ages ago. And this one is kind of working for me for some reason. I didn't think I was going to like it as much, but yeah, it works. And I'm pretty happy with it, actually. And now on to Barricade. Now, Barricade, obviously, you're very familiar with this mold. Head and chest smokescreen, gun, backpack, and everything else is Prowl. Maybe some blue streak here and there, but you get the gist. You know where this mold came from. No mold degradation. I am actually very pleased. The way it's tabbing right here, I think they used the blue streak mold for the shoulder. So lots of mix and mash about this mold, and I don't know. I like it for some reason. I know a lot of collectors are hating on this version of Barricade. They actually prefer the Siege better, but for me, it works. It actually works, and I'm hoping you guys can see the actual colors, because on my screen right now I'm just seeing shades of gray and black, and the purple is not coming out the way it's supposed to. It's a light periwinkle type of purple. It's a very, very light shade of purple, and with the black, it works really well for me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm really liking this figure. The head sculpt looks amazing to me. I love this Decepticon white outline on his chest. A little bit of scuffing right here on my matte finish. Even this matte finish on his chest together with this semi-glossy sort of chest. It just works so much. So let's transform him. I honestly have I transformed this guy? Yes, I think I have, but I don't remember transforming him. Nope, I have not transformed this figure. This is the first time we're going to do it. Ooh, okay. I love this matte color. We'll get to that in a little while when we see him in alt mode. Okay. to go do this. And just before you guys start asking me what I'm on right now, if I'm so hyper and perky, I'm not on anything. It's just 2 a.m. in the morning right now in Manila, and I honestly, I'm having I'm kind of annoyed that my previous videos, despite what I've done with how I've tried to change the settings on the exposure levels of the camera, of this new camera, I'm just not getting it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not getting the proper or correct brightness settings. Okay, and what am I doing right now? Okay, here we go. Collapse this right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, transform here. Okay, parents already saying, what is he doing? He should do it more slowly. Show us how to do it. If you want to know how this thing transforms, please check out my Blue Streak review, because that's the first one I did. My Blue Streak review and my Prowl and Ironhide review, I do that in a slower fashion than this one. So we're almost there. Okay, come on. Let's go, Barricade. Don't make me look bad. And there you go. There is Barricade in his police car alt mode, and it works so well. I'm really impressed with this figure. This alt mode is just killer. You can obviously put these right here, but it's just not gonna make sense. They're not on Cybertron. Needs to be robots in disguise. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And bring him up together with Punch Counter Punch. And they're running away. And he's pretending to be one of the Decepticons running away on Dominus. Escape the Autobots. ICRC and Lifeline and Elite One and all the other female Autobots running after us. Is that such a bad thing, Barricade? Yes. And so some final thoughts on this set. I think it's an absolutely phenomenal set. It's going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. I think it's great. It definitely works for me. If you missed out on Punch Counter Punch because it was an exclusive figure for the Prime Wars trilogy together with Blast Off and Repugnance and all that. It was a Toys R Us exclusive, I believe. I mean, those were the worst. Those are the worst kind of exclusives. But if you missed out on those, this is a perfect set for you. It's going to cost you a little bit. I paid about $60 for this set. I know, right? It's like you're buying 3 deluxes and getting only 2. But that's the way Generation Selects figures go. And I think it's worth it. I generally enjoyed this set. Like what I always say about repaints, you know, it's the new colors that should sell the figures. If Hasbro and Takaratomi cannot nail these new colors, then the whole set, the whole figure is a flop. But they nailed it with this one. And it works so much for me, and I don't know why. Don't take my word for it. I think you should go ahead and check these figures out if you can. Go ask the hobby shop if they can open it, because they're really wonderfully done. Best of luck to everybody hunting this set down. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree with me? I'm pretty sure a lot of you are going to disagree. I know Prime vs. Prime, he mentioned he wasn't a big fan of the set. And yeah, I totally know where he's coming from. But I'm a big fan of this set, and if at all you wanted a Barricade in the War for Cybertron line, for me, I never got the Siege, and I don't plan on getting it. This is the one for me. And as far as Punch Counter Punch goes, you can keep your original one. You don't have to get this, but for me, this is my Punch Counter Punch figure. Hit me up in the comment section, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if you want to help the channel out, please check out my Patreon account. Any form of contribution will be greatly appreciated, and it'll help me make more video reviews. Thanks for watching.